Where did I start with fasting? It had been about 3 years ago.
This is my 4th year, I think, of fasting.
About 3 years ago.
And us being newly married and starting a new life together, we thought the corporate fast in January would be a great place to start.
Show people houses a lot, and they think about it, and they say, well, we're going to pray about it, and think about it, which hear that a lot. Well, this is the first time someone said, well, we're actually fasting. We're going to fast on this.
I really didn't know that much about fasting.
I didn't have a lot of examples of fasting.
I'd never fasted before.
So I'm like, well, sounds pretty cool.
But I really didn't know anybody who did it on any consistent basis until I started coming to River City.
We did the Daniel fast, the very first one.
We did the Daniel fast.
The first week I did for myself, and the second week I took every day, one day for different stuff.
Well, the first time that I did the whole 21 days.
Changing your lifestyle.
I just want to take it to the next level. I feel like God is just saying, okay, now come on this trip with me.
Some of the challenges we had to overcome during fasting, just the planning it takes.
First one's food. I like foods, so it's one of them I had to overcome.
Trying to find something else to get your mind off of, what you're fasting from.
Well, I ate my breakfast, I skipped lunch, and ate dinner. So whether you're at a meeting or some kind of conference and it happens to be January is usually full of those sort of things, everyone's kind of looking at you weird because Rick's eating salad.
They laughed at me. They thought, oh, how am I going to get up so early to go to work and not have my coffee, because I do love my coffee.
At that time I was smoking cigarettes.
When to buy a house, when to start a family, jobs, very real life things.
I had a lot of walls I had to break down, and I had a lot of things in my family that I wanted to see come to pass.
Find a house that they like, and that's when we started talking about the fasting.
We had been divorced for 17 years.
I got temper all the time. I still get temper over it, but I just pray to God and I just keep on doing what I'm doing.
So I just started praying and fasting, not in any real direction. I was just praying that I would have a stronger relationship with Him.
During the fast, we had been talking a lot about when to start a family. And one Sunday I was working and I couldn't come to church, and Ricky came home and said he was praying a lot during church that day, and he had a feeling that we were going to find out October 16th we were going to have a baby that year. I was like, all right.
Right kind of in the midst of before we closed on the house, they had a big leak in the kitchen.
And I could come to him and I could say, Father, can you help me with this? I can't do this.
The reason we really wanted to fast was because we had so many things we were unsure of.
One thing that I was praying for in the second fast was our ministry. I was praying for my kids.
I was like, well, I want to quit smoking to get close to you and do more stuff for you. So if you really want me to do all this stuff, you're going to take all of it, everything away from me. So that's what He did.
And we got back together, and we got remarried not this past July, but the July before.
Everything about it just lined up completely, and it was just the most obvious feeling of this was created for us. This was completely pre-planned.
Well, it wasn't very long, and their house, sells.
A lot of things that I were praying for, they didn't happen like tomorrow, but they happened over a course of the year.
Our whole family is restored, and that's just awesome.
I was seeing people getting well.
But once I kind of got over whether I was doing a good job or not, and I started really thinking about why we were doing it, you could see God in your just day-to-day walk. It's real. I mean, it really happened.
And with fasting, that closeness and getting in His Word, I was abiding in Him, and His words were abiding in me, and it was part of our, and it was awesome. I mean,
Yeah.
it was awesome. So
October 17th, she found out she was pregnant.
One word to describe my fast.
Wow.
completeness.
Surprising.
Go deeper.
A journey.
If someone isn't completely sure about fasting, I would tell them try it. Try it for a day. Try it for a morning and an afternoon.
It's never too late. If you're the last day that the deadline is, do like what you said, do a 24-hour deal.
Try it.
I'm just happy that I've done it, and it has meant so much to me. Like John says, give your first to the Lord, and then He will bless you all year. And I believe that.
I think why not? Why not do it? It can't harm anything, and it's only going to be an experience that can help you grow no matter what.
It's not about me anymore. It's about something much more.
I was like, well, just see if he's will or not. And he's will.